Hey guys and gals, this is Tyler, aka True Tactics 2 again, and I'm here with the third and final video of the SAS Trilogy. Now before I start talking about the British Special Air Service, I would like to make a special shout out to one of my friends and fellow YouTubers, the Crafty Cockney. Now, some of you may already be following him, but some of you may not. He recently had his channel shut down for some reason. We don't know why. And well, I just wanted to help him out. So if you guys aren't subbed to him, please do. I'm going to put a link to his channel down below. Now, on to the commentary. This episode is about the British Special Air Service. Their motto, as you probably know from the previous two episodes, is "Who dares, wins." Now, the SAS is well known in popular cultures, including video games such as Call of Duty, Call of Duty 3, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and Medal of Honor Warfighter. The Special Air Service was a unit of the British Army during the Second World War and was formed in July 1941 by David Stirling and was originally called L Detachment Special Air Service Brigade. The L designation and Air Service name being a tie-in to a British disinformation campaign which tried to deceive the Axis into thinking there was a paratrooper regiment with numerous units operating in the area. The real SAS would then prove to the Axis that the fake one existed. It was conceived as a commando force to operate behind enemy lines in the North African campaign, and initially consisted of 5 officers and 60 other ranks. Its first mission in November of 1941 was a parachute drop in support of the Operation Crusader offensive. Due to German resistance and adverse weather conditions, the mission was a disaster. 22 men, which was a third of the unit, were killed or captured. In its second mission, the SAS had success. Transported by the Long Range Desert Group, it attacked 3 airfields in Libya, destroying 60 aircraft without losing anybody. In September of 1942, it was renamed 1st SAS, consisting at that time of 4 British squadrons, 1 Free French, 1 Greek, and a full boat section, which would later become the Special Boat Service. In January of 1943, Stirling was captured in Tunisia, and Paddy Mayne replaced him as commander. In April of 1943, the 1st SAS was reorganized into the Special Raiding Squadron under Mayne's command, and the Special Boat Squadron was placed under the command of George Jellicoe. The Special Raiding Squadron fought in Sicily as well as Italy, along with the 2nd SAS, which was formed in North Africa in 1943. The Special Boat Squadron fought in the Aegean Islands and Dodecanese until the end of the war. In 1944, the SAS Brigade was formed from the British 1st and 2nd SAS, the French 3rd and 4th SAS, and the Belgian 5th SAS. This unit was tasked with parachute operations behind the German lines in France and carried out operations supporting the Allied advance through Belgium, the Netherlands, and eventually into Germany. At the end of the war, the British government saw no further need for the force and disbanded it on October 1945. The following year, it was decided that there was a need for a long-term deep penetration commando unit, and a new SAS regiment was to be raised as part of the Territorial Army. Ultimately, the Artists Rifles, raised in 1860 and headquartered at Dukes Road, Euston, took on the SAS mantle as 21st SAS Regiment on 1st of January 1947. In 1950, a new 21st SAS Squadron was raised to fight in the Korean War. After 3 months of training in England, it was informed that the squadron was no longer required in Korea, and so it instead volunteered to fight in the Malayan Emergency. This unit was formed mostly of volunteers and served in Malaya for 3 years. By this time, the need for a regular SAS regiment had been recognized. The 22nd SAS Regiment was formally added to the Army list in 1952 and has been based at Hereford since 1960. In 1959, the 3rd Regiment, 23rd SAS Regiment was formed by renaming the Reserve Reconnaissance Unit, which had succeeded MI9 and whose members were experts in escape and evasion. Since serving in Malaya, men from the regular Army 22nd SAS Regiment have taken part in covert reconnaissance and surveillance by patrols and some larger-scale raiding missions in Borneo. An operation against communist guerrillas include the Battle of Mirbat in Oman. They have also taken part in operations in the Aden Emergency, Northern Ireland, and Gambia. Their special projects teams assisted the West German counterterrorism group GSG-9 at Mogadishu. The SAS counter-terrorist ring also famously took part in a hostage rescue operation during the Iranian embassy siege in London. During the Falkland War, D and G squadrons of the SAS were deployed and participated in the raid on Pebble Island. 22nd SAS also directed NATO aircraft on the Serb positions and hunted war criminals in Bosnia. In the Gulf War, in which A, B, and D squadrons deployed, they were notable for the failure of the Bravo 2-0 mission. In this was the largest SAS mobilization since the Second World War. In Sierra Leone, it took part in Operation Barras, a hostage rescue operation to extract members of the Royal Iris Regiment. In the Iraq War, it formed a part of Task Force Black and Task Force Night, with a squadron of 22nd SAS being singled out for exceptional service by General Stanley McChrystal, the American commander of NATO forces. During a 6-month tour, it carried out 175 combat missions. In 2006, members of the SAS were involved in the rescue of peace activists Norman Kemper, James Loney, and Harmeet Singh Sudan. The 3 men had been hostage in Iraq for 118 days during the Christian peacemaker hostage crisis. The SAS also participated in operations against the Taliban in Afghanistan and involved soldiers from the 21st and 23rd Regiments. The SAS has also had considerable influence on other special forces. Following the post-war reconstitution of the Special Air Service, other countries in the Commonwealth recognized their need for Special Forces types units. The New Zealand Special Air Service Squadron was formed in 1954 and served with the British SAS in Malaya. Australia formed the first SAS company in July of 1957, and this became a full regiment of the Australian Special Air Service Regiment in August of 1964. On its return from Malaya, the Rhodesian Squadron formed the basis for the creation of the Rhodesian Special Air Service in 1961. This unit remained in service with the Rhodesian Security Forces until 1978, when it became 1st Rhodesian Special Air Service Regiment. Non-Commonwealth countries have also formed units based on the SAS. The French 1st Marine Infantry Parachute Regiment can trace its origins to the Second World War 3rd and 4th SAS, and it also adopted its Who Dares Wins motto. Also impressed by the Australian SASR's methods in Vietnam, American General William Westmoreland ordered the formation of a long-range reconnaissance patrol unit in each infantry brigade or division to conduct similar operations. Another American unit, Delta Force, was formed by Charles Alvin Beckwith, who served with 22nd SAS as an exchange officer and recognized the need for a similar type of unit for the United States Army. Now, thanks again for watching, guys, and I just recently hit 50 subs, so I would like to thank each and every one of you. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, feel free to drop a like, comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. And with that, the SAS Trilogy has ended, and the next topic will be probably on the M1 Abrams tank. As always, this has been True Tactics 2, signing off.